Hi, amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel Cosmic Contracts with Princess Starlight. So, today's topic is womb healing, especially related to mother's wounded energy. And I will be mainly talking about the feminine side, that if it's damaged, what happens. You carry a large part of your mother's energy as well as all the previous from your maternal side. Okay, so all the seven maternal generations, whatever the mothers have gone through, it's been passed on to you from time after time. And right now all those energies, wounded, healed, powerment, disempowered energy, everything is sitting right in your womb space. So before I get into the topic, like this is the topic actually, but I have done my own. When I used to do my own womb healing, I found out too many patterns that were like really matching with my mother, and I did not want the bad parts definitely, but that means you need to remove them in order to identify the good parts, the strong parts, the parts that make you empowered. Remember, there is no soul that is completely pure or completely dark. In fact, every soul on this planet carries the light and dark. Whether you are an awakening soul, whether you are a light worker, you are a star seed, so children of light basically, they all of us are carrying that yin and yang of the energy, and we need to balance it. And as you start balancing it, you start aligning to the energies of love and light. And this is so here, as I keep talking about, that in your womb space, remember I keep drawing this pot, this belly, it's like a pot there, and there all what you feel, what you think, what you have experienced from the outer world is sitting there. Also things that you're collecting, you're bringing from your past life karma, and now what you're collecting from your generation or ancestors. And then this motherly wound, so this is ancestral energy or karma. And then mother's wound, whatever damage is of the feminine energy, it's there in your mother's line, seven generation before you, and it will keep moving forward seven generation after you. And if you are doing the healing work, then you are going to be the chain breaker. So you will get out of the more you heal, you start getting off this loop. This, like, a hamster, we keep running in this room or in this loop all our lives. We need to get down. We need to get down from this karmic womb, sorry, karmic loop, or you can call this wounded energy. And if we not do not fix it, then we keep coming back again and again, right? And people, especially in Hinduism, we talk about pitru dosh or ancestors karma that keeps affecting us. All right, ancestors karma, or we talk. So it's called pitru dosh, that our ancestors are not happy, and we go and do some prayers and some ceremonies. This is kind of specific, so it's called pitradosh. It's basically related to that ancestors are not happy. That's why you will always have this stagnation energy, and you will see that there is slight growth in the in the current and the future generations. It will be visible, like you try to get something and somehow you manage to get that, but again you go back to your old life. Like you feel the stagnation there. You move a little bit and then you again come back. All right, it's nothing. It's obviously you're doing your prayers and everything, that's good, it helps you, but it's the inside energy of you that's accumulated in your aura, so you have to do the inner work as well. Then there is sarp dosh. Sarp dosh, It's the snake. It's Sarp is snake. So people have that in their astrology chart. So I'm not sure you're if you go to spiritual astrologers, they will tell you that you have Sarp dosh, and Sarp dosh is again that you are extremely intellectual, but somehow again like you do not achieve like everybody around you can see that you are very intellectual, very different from the rest, yet you are not able to achieve according to your capabilities or according to what your skills and talents are. And Sarp is it's mainly again it's the wounded energy of kindness, love, and nurturing that is creating this dosha again. It's kind of related. I don't know the depths of it, but I was reading it, so I had just shared this information with you that even these two things that are present in your astrology chart, they are also connected to the womb space. How deeply they are, I don't know that, but if you are looking for something, you're working with this, then maybe this is of interest to you. All right, so your feminine energy is stored in your pot, and in that, your feminine energy. If it's empowered feminine energy, then you have more care in your heart space, in yourself. The more your inner light is burning with kindness, love, peace, nurturing, compassion, peace, harmony, that's what you're going to radiate out. All right, so you must like today we see that in the collective there is like don't don't be so kind and don't be so compassionate, or always don't show your love to other people, you'll only get hurt. But if you truly see that in love, like the way our divine mother father, they love us, right? No matter how bad we do, they never judge us, and they only keep sending us love back. It's something, it's an energy to connect with. Only then it's something you feel this cannot be seen, but you need to feel how blessed you are. It's on you to find that yes, you are blessed, yes, you are abundant. It's on you to find that out, right? It cannot be seen on paper, it cannot be seen in the physically. It's a feeling, and you need to feel that energy. Only then you will
I hope
realize
this
what the
helped you.
power of this energy can do. Care, then being kind, then being compassionate, love, peace, and all these things keep coming here. Okay, all this will harmony, sorry. Yeah, all right. So when this feminine energy is on rise, it's empowered, what happens is that your creative energy, because when you are happy, your creative energy is coming from here. How you, your life's expression, like as a soul, how do you express yourself? So your life's expression is going to come from here. Any kind of sexual blockage, again, it's going to come from here. And it helps you create again back. These two are some again connected: sexual energy, creativity. So in short, spiritual energy and sexual energy, they have a very deep connection. So we know how much shame and guilt we are put through again in here. And overall, creating the new world is going to come from awakening this energy. Now for yeah, this is free for people who are looking, at least, because this is like I am a way shower. All right, and I help healing all in healing also, but there are many I will always say that there are many good, like very uh, healers who have deep understanding of how you they can truly tap into your space. I'm somewhere in the start, so I still stick to what I know, and that's I can help you realize your karmic lessons, where you need healing, what is your soul's mission in this incarnation, and initial way from where you want to begin. Like people are awakening, right, and then they don't know how, from where to start, what to do, because there's a lot of information out there how you can tap into your energies, your spirituality, but you need to know from where to begin, right? Otherwise you'll always be lost in this maze. So I just do this part, and womb, definitely I do the womb part as well, womb healing part. So tapping into the mother's wounded energy, and how you can transmute that energy. You don't have to be scared. All right, that, oh, I'm always going to end up like, my mother. As children, we are the better versions of our parents. All right, but if we do not do the healing part, for generations people did not do that. All right, but if we start that, what's going to happen is, you look into the darkness, either you can get scared, or, because if you're here, then you know that, you can transmute that dark energy. Alchemy, right? Turning metal into gold, turning that darkness into light, into a power for you. The more wounded or more dark energy is present there, that means there is more potential of a very powerful energy being hidden there, and you are holding that. So whether physically your mother is present or not right now, whether she has passed on, whether she is not there since your childhood, whatever the situation, all right, whether she's there or not with you right now, that energy is in you. A little bit of awareness, and you will know what you're carrying within yourself, whether you think that this is your energy or is coming from somewhere else. You'll always be able to know with a little bit of awareness, right? That's why we say get into meditation. The more you go deeper into your inner self, things will start to emerge. When I started on the path, I was like, this is not working for me and I don't know what this is. But with time, things started just coming onto the surface. Still on the healing path, but heal many things. Like, I'm still insecure. It's not like insecurity has completely gone, but still I am. Right now, at least I'm at that space where I know it's all right. These feelings do arise in me, but from I am at a point now where I know that yes, I can at least balance and move forward with strength. The previous self of me would be just shaking and hiding in the room, like, oh, no, 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 I cannot do this. But now at least, I'm able to think that no, it's all right. If there is a challenge, I should not feel insecure, or get scared or have fear. But whatever it is, I at least will face it. Not focus on the result, like whether you will pass or fail, but that effort that you're going to put in to face that challenge or face that situation that makes you feel such things. That's all you need. That's the real strength and courage, that at least you faced that. The previous version of me did not have that. Now, with all this work, at least I'm at the point where I can face these things. So let's strengthen. The work I have done is, this is my personal journaling of my accounts. All right, so I'm going to share it from my perspective of what happened in my life, what did I and when what I realized, that what were the things that I shared with my mother, but then what were her strengths that I carry within me, and how I am on this journey. So this is the work that you have to do with yourself. You will, for this, firstly you'll have to get into a quiet space. Two things you need. Okay, let me put it. Yes, let's just do it here. You need a quiet space. Water is always there, so get a quiet space where you can just meditate in the sense to connect with your inner self. You need to get to that still point, actually, to retrieve something, right? That's what I do. I help you retrieve your information that you need, your soul, you need to know. So bringing that to your surface, so you need to get very still to get that out from you. Second thing is, immediately after you have brought yourself to the stillness point, stay there as long as you can. All right, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, several hours, sometimes a day, days also, that's fine. It's up to you. Wherever you are in this path of meditation, you know where how much you need to get still and get into your body, into your inner space. And then once you are done with this, immediately journal what you went through, what you felt. And when you journal, either after the journal, or you can leave that book, and whenever you want to return back to that material, just get back, read, and you will find your answers there. So what I found was that from my mother's wound, um, dark side. Okay, let's look into the dark side. When I say dark side, it's not something demonic or something evil. It's just the damaged energy which makes her makes the person do things that make us, at the end it makes us only feel a little down and embarrassed and all these things. All right. So what I found was, yes, that though she herself was very strong, she had a very strong side. Like in the outer world, people saw my father as a leader, all right. But being there inside the house, I knew that she was more strong and powerful. But then she suppressed herself in this masculine toxic society where the male has to be in charge. We truly know who was in charge inside, all right. So she suppressed her real power and strength so that her partner can shine. She was manipulating, doubting, and she just had this feeling that she had a lot of suspicion, and she would always keep protecting her daughters, her husband. So she was and she would manipulate to make sure that things go according to her way. So it is, if you see, in a way she was doing it for her family, for the betterment of her children and everything. But this manipulating energy somewhere, it's not right. That's what I want to say. She's a very powerful manifester. Whatever she desired, like if the society would challenge her, all right, that's why she doesn't fit into the society. Because she has this strong, powerful presence, and everybody can feel that. So in the toxic masculine society where men are still dependent on the other male members to stand and hold the ground, she is able to do things on her own. So that's why she became a huge target, that she wanted her daughters to be educated and be independent. And that's why she was called many things, and behind back bitching and everything she has faced. So that's why I think she was very suspicious and manipulating and all these things. Then what she desired was that, that's why, being a very strong manifestor, and she very well knew that she once challenged, she somehow just gets things the way she wants. But re- she continued to stay in the box. In spite of knowing that, she continued to stay in the box, in the clutches of that old society norms, and held a lot of fear. She holds a lot of fear, lot of suspicion towards anybody new that enters into even for the boyfriend part, all right. If the boyfriend enters, she's like, I think this is a general mother tendency, but she did a little over, I would say. Then she knows how strongly she can get things done, but she still stay. Yes, she would stay low. She acted always the victim, acting for attention seeking. And she has this really bad habit that is always blaming others. If anything goes wrong with her or her children, she is always going to blame other person and not her. Like, she'll never have this ground that you should have also taken care of things. She'll always blame the third person. And I think I carried this and fears, attention seeking. I mean, everything can be tick marked, that I was in this pattern for a very, very long time, all my teenage, all my tweens. And I never realized that I am doing so literally I was termed, what was I termed? I was called drama queen, that I'm a drama queen. And I thought it's a good thing actually. I thought girls are supposed to be doing drama and making sure things get done, and this was so wrong on my part. Never realized that also, that I'm on the wrong path, or this is something that's only going to harm me, right? It's harming only my peace, my happiness. And that's why with all these things I had reached a point in my life where I completely felt completely detached to anything that was there. So what happened was that yeah, so suspicious, alert mode. Yes, and this is where this is again one important thing. She would always exhaust herself and then crib about, or that she kept doing so much for the entire family and both the sides. And then but then they were ungrateful, they were very selfish people, and this and that. And I was like, it's very late when I started doing the work. I realized that, when you realized that they are not being they're not being supportive, they are just using you for the things that you can make available. You're the kind one and everything. So if they are doing that to you, like, how long she went on with that mindset that she's the provider, the caregiver, and she's always going to stay, like, like a slave. And she kept doing things for the household, which is story for many women. It's going to kind of resonate with many people. It's the collective problem of mothers that they are overly giving. They give so much of care. The entire life and the entire time is dedicated to their family. And you can't argue with them because they did their best to survive, to provide, and all these things. So but there this question kind of arose in me, that why would you keep exhausting yourself if you know that, something is not like, they are never going to recognize your efforts, and they're never going to be kind to you towards that. And she said, at the end of the day, at least she said that at least I had this satisfaction that I did my part. I feel that everybody should be cared for, loved for, and if they're coming to my house, they should have the food and everything. And I have a lovely husband, and even the in-laws were good. Just the mother-in-law, a little bit here and there. The grandmother, I would say, yeah, she was a little bit, she would make little problems, but as such, she never faced any kind of, physical or any kind of abuse. Emotional manipulation both my father and mother did towards each other, because they really kind of wanted each other just for themselves. So this was their story. So overall, she's not facing any kind of, bad trauma or anything, but she's still in these things. And especially what the society will say, that fear, I guess, is in everybody to a very large extent. So there are many more points, but these were the main things that made me sure that, these are the not the dark, the wounded, the disempowered feminine energy. When I started reading, researching, that's why when I found that these are the this is the wounded feminine energy that's present in that soul. And she is currently my mother in this incarnation. All right. And then I was like, so, firstly, what do I want? And this is my choice. Okay. So I wanted to depend on myself now. I have never been dependent, so always depending a lot on my family. So I wanted to do this for myself now, dependent in every way, financially, emotionally, then take decisions and make my own choices. Again, for a very long time, parents did that, or my elder sibling would do that for me, and I never took decisions and made choices for myself. Even what I want to eat, I was like, whatever you guys want to order, that's fine by me. Or what do you want to wear for the function, I was like, whatever you put on in my room, I'll wear that. So I never made a choice for myself. Simple things. And I'm like, whatever you want. So again, this is a thing that you're not making what, like, you're not asking yourself, what do you want? Then uh, marry for love, not because okay, this one I don't want to share, that because I'm insecure, or to depend on my or to depend for finances, because initially, before this, I was financially dependent on my family for a very long time. So I thought that, initially I had this idea that always the male member provides, but then I came to through my education and, exposure to the outer world, I realized that I need my own finances and I can provide for myself. This desire, this this determination came into me that I want to do this for myself. And through various okay, I'll come back to that. Not depend for finance, emotional or mental needs. I want to do this for myself. Like I don't want any kind of dependency on my partner, that it's because of this I got married to him. I only want to marry for love, right? Everybody wants that, but in some ways we are always going to be dependent. But the point is to pick out the big ones and completely, yes, at the end of the day I will be needing company. So, but that is also kind of a dependency need. But I need company, right? Human needs company, or cause I am turning 30. So being an Indian girl, it's like, oh, you're 30, you haven't married. It's a big scene in India. So because I'm now about to turn 30, people are like, society wants that I should get married, and I've been pressurized way too much. But I'm like, I don't want to give up. I just because I'm turning 30 and they think I'm going to turn into a whole old person now, and all these mindsets. For some time I was giving into the pressure because pressure was tremendous. But then I decided at the end of the day, if I'm not marrying because I'm happy with this person, or I really genuinely understand and connect to this person, then I won't be able to adjust. At the end of the day, if anything suffocates me, what I have learned now is that if there is anything that suffocates me and starts bothering me, I really want to get out of that. I just cannot stay for a very long time. All my life, I've been a very shy person, never speaking up for myself or what I want. And then, really, time came in my life. So, I'm thankful to the universe, because actually, it's the universe when it blocked me from all directions. That's when I started questioning about things. So when I got into my dark days, that's when I found the light. That's why I keep saying, in your darkest hours you will find the light. And through all the relationships I went through, initially it will be painful and everything. Thankfully I'm emotionally not very I'm very strong that ways, because if you are a person who keeps moving from one place to another, then you kind of it's kind of inbuilt that the change does not affect you very much, because people are coming into your life, going, material things are coming and going, houses are changing, places are changing, countries are changing. So in short, emotionally, somewhere I'm extremely strong. Big things can happen in my life and they won't affect me, but if small things happen, I don't know what goes wrong. So with all the relationships I went through, so you might be going through a lot of pain, suffering, but remember that it's usually, if it's broken, or if karmic relationship, the karmic ones, they start very quickly. Like there's like moth to the flame situation, that you get instantly attracted to each other, lots of fun time and everything, but soon the flame starts to fizz out, and everything in the relationship, it's like you start feeling the disconnection. Remember, that's a karmic relationship. It's here to teach a lesson. If you're still in that sense that you did a sin, and how many boyfriends and how many girlfriends I'm gonna have, again, don't get into that judgment energy. Remember, if you are here on this channel, you believe that you're a soul and you're a spiritual person, right? So a soul has been traveling life after life, and it's not just incarnating on this planet but many other planets. So how do we know that so we have had interaction, sexual interaction, with more than 1,000 souls for now, more than 1,000 actually. Maybe if you're a million, if you're an ancient soul, then lakhs and lakhs of interactions you must have had. So it's the society here that it's trying to pack you in that box so that you stay here and never see what's up there. But if you are a soul that has now awakened to the spiritual journey, you will realize that you are like a whale living in the river with the small fishes, and you kept playing like a small fish, but then you ended up growing and you realized that, you know, this river is not sufficient for you, it's choking you, it's suffocating you, and you truly believe that there is an ocean out there. And if you did that, then yes, it is out there. If you're feeling them, then that's true. So do not listen to the small fishes. You are a whale. If you are, if you feel you're a lion or lioness and you have grown up with the dogs, no matter how much time you've spent with them, but if you're a lion, you're supposed to be, if you're a lion or lioness, you're supposed to be out there in the jungle, roaming freely, ruling, being a leader, right? So do not, for a very long time I felt guilty of all the things that, you know, universe or my earthly parents provided me. And for a very long time, maybe that's why also I kept feeling that I do not deserve that kind of lifestyle, or always lucky to have better things, people who were very intelligent or hardworking than me, and I felt like, you know, they deserve something better. Why do I have things? Kept getting myself in that guilt trip and everything. What you have, stop looking your, you know, putting yourself down small, because others are not others want, are already adjusted to the box. Okay, they're adjusted to this box, this beautifully gift packed box, right, where they have everything, but you feel there's something out there. And if you have this feeling, let me tell you, it's true. Just walk and the path will come to you. Don't, do not worry what's at the end of the path. Start walking, small steps, baby steps. Just take like, you know, baby doesn't know anything, all it know, you know, it's the childlike attitude. The baby doesn't know anything, all it knows is laugh, love and enjoy. Just like that, start this journey and see where it takes you. Okay, so if you're going if you have been in such a relationship, and especially if you feel connect, if you think that this is a karmic relationship, it's all right. Just pick the lessons, because after going through three break two were serious and one just after some time, I, this inner voice, you know, after a lot of going round and round here, wrong streets, I guess I came to a part where I realized my inner voice was always right and I should have followed that. So if you have come to that point, then listen to it. All right. It's just a lesson. Cover your lessons, because that will tell you what kind of a relationship you're looking for. This took me so much of time to realize that I don't want to depend on my partner for these things, and all my relationships were about this. Initially I was always dependent on something. I was looking for emotional support or any kind of support. I'm looking for a relationship that and then I realized, why do I need a hero to save? We have this idea that a hero is supposed to save me. No, you are the hero heroine of your own story, and the day you realize that, the quickly you realize that, you will start working on yourself. No matter how wrong you are, just start on the path. Slowly you will get that confidence, that courage that you can provide for yourself in every way. The only thing you want to marry for is then companionship, somebody to be with you, that's it, not for any kind of dependency. All right, so after figuring all these things out, the dark sides and what exactly I'm looking, because this was a major area in my life where I was suffering. No connection, no sexual interaction, very like feeling complete distance. I was like, what's wrong with me? All right, always doing the drama, crying, and getting my things done the way I want them to work. So I realized that it's coming from here, and it took me, I did this just few days back. So I realized that I'm still carrying this, still in this loop, this cycle, and this is where I need to do my healing part. So now let's go into her light energies. So after going through her wounds, I went to the things, the powerful things, the good things that my mother has, and I really look up to that. It's the first thing was that I am the 2.0 version. I have her face. For a long time I hated that, but now I love that I am the only one that carries her face. Then how caring she is, like even if she's on the dead bed, all right, and if something is happening to her children, she'll just get up and she will do everything in her power. I think this is a very motherly instinct. And her home is very lively. Whenever anybody enters her home, they're like, it's very lively. And I really want to create a home like her, where there's too much of peace, love, caring. You just feel the warmth the moment you enter her house. And her voice, it's like people have heard her for the first time on the phone, and she asked for help, and like, calling a plumber or Uber ride, and they are trying to cancel, but the moment my mother will talk, they will come running and they'll do all the work. So her voice is also very, it kind of provides this warmth, and I feel that, I still have a very shrill and high pitched voice. So I really want to have, this energy that she has. And in long run, people around her always feel her motherly power. With time, she has become the elder in the house, and the other children also in the house look up to her like a motherly figure. Then her blessing, people think that, when she people come into her contact, their life changes completely, and they truly come back to her for blessings. So I really, I'm not somewhere over there, like she is very different. Then and this is personally that I've witnessed, that the moment she enters, her presence come. Like me and my father, we have been on deathbeds. At times, we have become so sick that we had to go into the hospital and be in the ICU. The moment she entered, things just change like completely. The doctors are saying there's no point, and for me it has happened twice. I was on deathbed, and the doctor said it's not possible, but the moment she entered, and I don't know, things just changed with her energy. And her hand touch, the moment she touches the forehead, it's like all the worries, fears, they just go far far away somehow. And she will sit with, with all her children, and she'll tell the stories till now. And it's like you can feel that, that comfort that, starts surrounding you in the terms of energy. It's kind of, when you become more still, you're able to sense the energies. Then around her, everyone feels love, care, happy, childlike nature. Like the entire house can completely change. And so I realized that with all these things that I don't want, these are the things that I want to enhance in myself. I'm already very much, since childhood, always been told like, you're just like a mother, you're just like a mother, and I hated that for a very very long time. But today, that is my power. Today, that is my strength, and I really want to be more like her in the terms of this empowered feminine light energy that she carries. And I really want to enhance that. I want to bridge that gap from where I'm right now to be here and maybe better than her with these light energies. And then I roll that, I hold her. This is the rest of the journal, that I hold her wounds, but also her divine, feminine, motherly, nurturing energies. With the violet flame healing, I transmute her wounded, stuck negative energy to my positive power. DF energies, Divine Feminine, requesting Saint Germain, Lady Portia, Archangel Zadki, Lady Amethyst, Angels of Violet Flame, to help me transmute my womb, mother trauma, wounds, or whatever you're carrying, and convert them to beautiful divine feminine energies that connect me to my true authentic version, where there is free flow of my creativity, my expression, my sexuality, my life force, and me. I am eternally grateful. Thank you to all the masters and all those who guide me. So this is my journal, where you start with the meditation. Like I said, that first you are going to get into meditation, get still, then do the journaling. In journaling, start with uh, identifying the patterns that are keeping you stuck. Then write the good things that you really want to take from your mother, and imagine, and always know that this dark part, or the dark energy, that's stuck energy, imagining converting all that metal into gold. You don't even know how powerful this can be. right? So when you transmute that with the violet flame, I do the violet flame, that helps me. Any method that you like. So this is a general way that I journal and I release things from me, that I awareness, bringing awareness, then how, what do I want to release, and then burning it with the burning it in my own way. So using the flame to burn this thing and transmuting it into the light energies that I really want to take forward with, from my mother. There's a very unique yet very complex relationship that a mother and daughter has. Her darkness can become your power, and if you want to do that, all right, so this is one of the way. In the end, you're always going to write a small request and being grateful, expressing your gratefulness to whoever helped you. All right, you can connect to whoever you connect with. This is my way. This is how I connect. You can be working with any other god or goddess or whoever you connect with. You can be you just write a grateful prayer in the end. Do not forget that grateful prayer is very expressing, sorry, expressing gratefulness. So this all is very important. Do this. If you need help, then that is the reason I have made given this half an hour free session, so that at least you can figure out from where can you start, or where you are stuck, bringing that to the surface and becoming aware. All right, so I hope this class helped you somewhere to, at least start digging, that, the first step, that you now need to start digging in to find that darkness and transmute it into light energies for you that will empower your existence and strengthen your soul. All right. So this was a little way of how you can heal. And if you want, you can use this free personal session that I'm giving, so that you know from where you need to, how you can dig in and how you can start this process to find your authentic self, connect with your soul. All right. Now, with that, let's do, because we are talking about the divine feminine, I will quickly get a message from you from Dreams of Gaia. This is the card deck for Mother Gaia. She helps you with the energy. I'll show you the book, which is like extremely helpful. Sometimes I just pick the book and just pick a page, just open the book, and whatever page comes, I read the message. So let's do this. So this is the book, and they talk about, it's about elements, the four elements that we are made of. So it's the earth, air, and fire and water. So it helps you determine where you in life, in this element wise, where do you need to work. So it's a collective message reading for the divine feminine. I'm going to pick only one card, and let's see what the message is. Okay. All right. So now the decks are piled up. Now let's see, where is the message. Okay, let's take one. Yeah, I know I said one again. I'm doing the same thing, that I think I need more cards. It really just helps me. Two, three. I'll tell you why three cards. Okay, give me 1 minute. So the bottom of the deck is Queen of Air. So Queen of Air, air is connected to it's connected to your thoughts. Okay. So air basically, it represents, it's associated with your mind. What are your thoughts, beliefs, ideas, imagination, and reality? All right. So the bottom is like the main energy right now that's working, and Queen of Air, so it's the mother, And the owl represents wisdom. And do you see the crown? So that means she's very knowledgeable with wisdom. So you're going to derive your answer from her energy today. Okay, before I get into the cards that I have picked up, please take some time before you connect. First, just close your eyes, feel what you're looking for, which is the area concerning your womb healing or motherly wound. So divine feminine energy, like what do you want to work with? You don't know the answer, right? So just feel which is the area you wish to grow in, and in order to grow in that area, what do you wish to heal? Okay, and after you do that, just listen to your inner voice, and as I say the words and I put the message, only pick what resonates with you. So please use your inner intuition wherever it's guiding you. For some time, shut your logical mind. My channel helps you not tap into your logical mind, but your heart space that connects you to the universe that has infinite opportunities for you. And why did I pick the three cards? I will show you. There is a very beautiful exercise here. And this is the deck. Do you see this picture? So the first card is the aspect card. It will help you where you need to focus. This is like the focus card, and it represents where, the area of life where you need to be addressing right now. The second is the soul's card. It represents your strength. Your soul already has that strength, and it represents that. The second card is for that. So whatever situation that it's right now there, the strength is with your soul. So this card, the second card, will represent that. And the third card, it says let two become one. This represents the course of action that may allow you to marry the information offered by the focus and soul cards and achieve wholeness and balance. Got the exercise that we are going to do today. So this is a very beautiful, the union spread. So this is a very beautiful way to find out what you're facing currently, what is the strength that is available to you, and how you're going to marry the information to get the balance, the wholeness that you need in your life. Okay, now remember this, you can take you're going to take the energy from this deck. Okay, now this was the third card, this is the second card, and this is the first one. Let me just put this right. Are you able to see? Okay, let's begin. Let me put this light here so that you can know that light is always with us. The first one is all right, I'll tell you the meanings. Give me some time. This is the first card. Okay, so there are two cards in reversed. Let's see the messages. All right, so let me put this in this position right now for you to understand the card. Do you see the sun, the bird, and she's aiming at something? Focus. Okay, so this is fire card, right? And what does fire represent? It represents action. All right, so four of fire, it means action, concentration, creating momentum, establishing a good work ethic, a creative process, devoting time to regular practice. Something is falling short of target. All right, now it has come in reversed. So what does this mean that it has come in reversed? It has come like this. That means there is a potential blockage. When it appears reversed, it symbolizes that there is a warning that something may be falling short of its target. Despite all caution and care, something may be about to go awry and not as planned. You may or may not be able to determine the cause, but just in case, it is time for scrutiny and double checking. Maybe a little adjustment here and there can get things heading in the right direction once more. Now is not the time for compliance. Be vigilant and prepared to act if needed. And then the second card has come in reverse. This is the soul that is going to tell about your strength. So this is the earth card. The symbol is earth. This is earth, and it came in reversed. All right. So in reversed, it means that you have to really dive into and question yourself these things. These are the following questions. Remember, your actions and choices have the power to do lasting hurt to others. Are you choosing to be blind or to turn your back on those who love you in order to cater to your own self interests, bad habits, or addictions? Are you gambling with someone else's future happiness as well as your own? Right? Because it is easy, right, to say that those who hurt are responsible for what they choose to feel and how they react. But right now, the question is you. Are you doing that to your own self or to somebody else? Do not deceive yourself into believing that you are above reapproach or accountability. Again, what others have done is not the point. What you are doing right now, you really need to check that. When the this card has come in reverse, so it means that you are being cautioned against arrogance and pride. Understanding and consideration for others is needed at this time. Do you see the devil? Your ego, the inner ego is the devil, the bad, the demon that you're talking about. It's inside of you, and that's pride, that's arrogance. So it's in reverse. You really need to question what you're doing right now and see if it is going to hurt you or somebody else. Do you see this person behind this guy? He has all the cards and she is really silent, kind of suffering in silence. All right. And maybe it's the pride and arrogance and it's hurting. So it can be your own inner child or somebody in your own family, as in your surrounding. The two is the way to merge these two is, remember, you're still taking the energy, you're connected to the energy of mother's knowledge and wisdom. The answer to merge these two informations, okay, these two. So this is the water card. And do you see this thing that, let me show you. This heart, this light the heart is carrying, and the connection with her third eye that she's making above. All right. Now listen to this message very carefully. It will help you connect the information and get your answers. Not everything is going to apply to you, so use your inner guidance, your what you feel resonated to. Everything is not going to resonate, so just use your inner voice with this guidance. All right, do not put your logical mind and saying that again. Open your heart space to receive this message. The very first thing to be born in the darkness of the void was light. This card suggests you that just like water, flowing water, you need to embrace an open heart and allow the light of love to transform and heal emotional pain and turn it into knowledge that sets you free. Your past experiences, good or bad, leave an emotional imprint. Remember, joy and love can inspire a sense of well being. How is the message so far? I just wanted to keep the light. I'm sorry because I really want you to remember that light is always around you. A happy memory creates a feeling within that curves the lips and makes us smile or laugh, while a bad memory can cause tears and open old wounds we thought were healed and forgotten long ago. So, this message is quite long, but please continue to listen because you never know where you find your answer. Have you ever heard a song playing on the radio and had tears form in your eyes because the song was one you shared with a past love who broke your heart? Have you ever had somebody say something to you that has triggered anger towards because they have touched on deep rooted, remembered anger towards another who said the very same words? Have you ever started laughing uncontrollably because a silly moment in the now stirred up stirred up memories of a silly happy moment in the past? Our emotions can lift us as high as the stars or plummet us into an abyss of despair, and yet all too often, we do not know or understand why we feel and react as we do. What makes some memories so much more vivid and unforgettable? What makes them unforgettable is how they made us feel. This is emotional imprinting at work, and through it, we can and do bind ourselves emotionally to the past. In the present, these imprints become triggers that have us reacting on an almost purely emotional level. Emotional enlightenment is not a gentle process. It involves rampaging through our memories, revisiting old hurts, seeing them and accepting them for what they are, letting go of harmful and destructive beliefs, and then freeing ourselves of the burden of their emotional weight. It takes time, then freeing ourselves of the burden of their emotional weight. It takes time and practice. Yes, time and practice is needed. And at the beginning of the process, we can be more reactive than usual. So, do you get that? That means the water sign is trying to tell you that you are being asked to consider if at this time one of your emotional triggers is being squeezed for good or ill. Asking this question will help you to determine whether you are acting for the wrong or right reasons. Right? There is something unhealed here, which is making you lose your focus. It's in reverse. You have lost focus of the purpose of your life. Arrogance and pride, it's not just affecting other people, but it may be affecting the inner child in you. Do you see this child behind? The only way is to see what is emotionally imprinted inside your energy body. Connect. Open your heart space, connect above, right? And see, ask yourself really, if whatever is coming to the surface, is it really ill? It's going to harm you? Or in further process, after this pain and suffering, it's going to bring you a lot of healing, strength, and it will turn out to be it will be good for you. This is the message. And connect to the energy source. So connect to the womb energy. So womb healing is the divine feminine, and you can connect to the source, that is Mother Gaia, the divine feminine goddesses that you pray to, whether um, it can be any divine mother of any religion. We will still discriminate between religion, but up there they are one. You can call out to any divine mother, and she'll come running to help her children. Remember that. All right? They are not going to judge you that you're from so and so religion or so and so side of the planet, and we're not going to help you. It's these distinctions, these discriminations, these judgments are not up there. It's just here. So get out of the box and run for your love, your peace, your, you see this card, love, peace, abundance, happiness. It's all flowing to you. Be this person. Lots of love and light, Princess Starlight.